Clap and ready.
Hi, welcome. He's looking at he's got the clap behind the camera now. That'll be an outtake for us. Welcome to 3D Printer Build Along, chaps. This is part 88, 89 and 90. We had already done them, but Dean's computer blew up and lost all the data, so we've lost the episodes that were already recorded, ready to go up. And as we know we're late now, we decided, Dean, that we're going to do these in one. After these three, we are actually going to do part 91, which is of the extras, but there will be an announcement a little bit later on that and other updates on our broken parts. But for now, let's get the lid turned into one piece. This is a horrible bit. And what makes this especially horrible is the fact that we know we've already built it once. And now we're building it again. I don't think we were brilliantly chuffed with it the last time. Well, that's now starting. Now these are an absolute storm of screws to put in to get all this to hold together. And then what I should do is I'll start getting these all together, and then as it starts to go together it should pull together nice and tight. And then it won't keep trying to pull itself to pieces like it is. One of those is not quite lined up. Let's go up there in a second. And something not there quite lined. There we go. Now quickly put some screws in, hold it together. Now, for those of you that watch our shows all the time, which is nice to have some people following us, you'll notice that you haven't seen David, or the slow one as Dean calls him. That's because he started a new job and he's too busy, and he's really just, I don't know. I know you think. I think he doesn't seem to be bothered about it anymore.
No.
So, but I think part of that is down to he's been busy, and part is down to the fact that we're having so much trouble up to date getting all our parts, especially working parts. One of the last messages we had from Eaglemoss was, "Oh, we sent you bits," to which we responded, "Yes, we know." And one of them had the hash number on it instead of the driver number, and blew up again. So that was quite nasty. So we're now at the stage where I think, I mean, if I remember correctly, I did actually stop, didn't I? I only did 2 of the 4 motor drive boards. So we've now got an MCU which we're still waiting for them to replace, and 2 motor boards down, at least. I think the major issue is quality control. Nobody at other end seems to be actually checking and testing stuff, because if they were, they wouldn't send out boards that are incorrectly marked and got incorrect components and blow up when you plug them in. So this is nearly now halfway to a whole lid. So now I can turn it over, get the next one of these. This is really horrible and fiddly. I hate this bit. I didn't enjoy it the first time. One of those has not gone underneath that lip. No, it's underneath the lip, so why is it not closing? I might just need a bit of brute force. There you go, look at that. Lovely. That'll all settle down when I get the lid to lock on. So as I said, this is, and we'll probably get a comment about this, this is quite a fiddly little job, this one. And not the way I personally would have thought they would have put it all together, but hey ho, such is life. Dean will be happy with this all back together because he likes to use it as a helmet. Alright, if I can just get this top to line up again. So why is that not lining up? That's it. Really whop this bit through now. There's more screws holding this lid together than the rest of the whole 3D printer. Could have done with a little short electric screwdriver for this. Apart from it probably rip the threads. Now to break the monotony, I don't know how many out there of you have got theirs working. If you have, you're lucky. If you haven't, then you have to really keep chasing Eaglemoss to do stuff. And we found a way, if they stop talking, to just send them a message on Twitter on their main page, put a comment up, and they'll quickly say, oh look, if we follow you, you follow us, then we can have a private chat and then you can get stuff done that way. Well, that's the main lid in one piece now. Next, got to put these in. These are horrible. These are the handles, so you don't have to touch the X-Con, which I think we agreed was horrible. We're not gonna. We probably won't be using these, but and you have to edge them down underneath a little gap, and it's incredibly tight. I mean, this has been a bit easier this time because obviously we've done it before. And then Allen key and a nut on the other side. I'll tighten them up in a minute. Okay, nut. Right. hold the nut with a pair of pliers and let's give it a tweak. As I say, we won't be using these handles anyway ourselves because we didn't like them. So pop them in. And so, you know, we're doing this all again, even though we've been through all this before. All for our viewers. Who said we weren't nuts? And I know we've touched our lexicon with our bare hands and that, which is going to leave fingerprints and the whole thing's dusty and everything anyway. And we really don't care because we can clean it. Little mould detergent. Hey presto. Right, main lid on, then you've got the drawer runners, which you have to take off and putting some of these actually overhang on everything.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Don't they? Now, what I just want to just double check is which episode it come in. Just so I can remember which way round it went. Oh, I remember this didn't make very much sense, did it? But it's that way round. With the little stopper thing at the top. I remember it now. There should be some holes left over. When you can find them. I'm going to put it just in gently for the moment. Just make sure they all line up because they are slotted holes. Apart from one, which is fixed. Again, as I said, probably hundreds and hundreds of times, don't over tighten screws on this because it's only screwing into a bit of plastic and it will cause you grief. That's one of it on. Oh, I shall not pretend, but I shall be very happy when this is all done again. Even though ours is not going to work as yet. That's the main three started. Drop that one down a bit so we'll slide that. Find the fixed hole. Well, that's the lid finished for now. Now we need a 3D printer up so we can try to put it together. Now, if I can get to this, might best I'll slide that out of the way a little bit. Bring this up. Now, now this is where it's going to be a point where we're going to have trouble. Do it sideways on?
No, so you've got another camera there.
Right. Because these don't go all the way in place, these ones. Now these will only fit into certain holes, so I've got to find them. I mean, I think predominantly the actual build quality of this print is not too bad. I mean, yes, we've had these issues, but which, yes, I know, are bad, they're stopping it working. But if we have actually made a decision, between Dean and myself, that if Eaglemoss, for whatever reason, don't or can't provide us with working parts, we'll convert this to run off a different controller, probably a ramps board or something, because we want to have a fully working 3D printer. Right. Now we get the lid. Now the lid will only work one way round, and that's not it. But we should find it should slide down. That's how it's going.
Yeah. Nope, you come over. It's nice on the tracks.
Right. Right, this one is on the runner. That one doesn't seem to meet the runner very well.
No, you're sort of on the runner there.
It might be best if I turn it sideways a bit more. It should, and that's it.
Yeah.
Then you have to do both switches. Okay. I can't seem to get this to actually work at all, which is a bit strange. Don't know what I want to do about that. I can't see anything wrong. But that is not, this time, working, is it? I don't know.
Shall I take it off? Right.
Yeah.
So you put it down.
It's going down, it's getting to the lock point. It's not allowed to go past the lock. The trouble is, it's a bit hard trying to do all this one-handed. I don't seem to be able to get past the lock.
Leave it now, we can fit it after.
Well, unfortunately we can't show you that bit going on. It does work. Just for some reason it's not going down past the lock point at the moment, but it's better to take that off for the moment, because that would be finished up to part 90. Part 91, you remember on this cover you had a screw that went through the top. You've actually got to take that screw back out. Dean did a bit of bleaking behind the camera there. Because you need this cover off. Because we've got, now if I turn this around, you'll have to let me know if you can get that in view or not. You've got a fan on the side.
Yeah.
Well, they've actually provided another new fan. A little air flow shroud, whatever you want to call it, to force the airflow in a certain direction. a couple of little metal brackets, and there's 2 screws there you're supposed to take out and replace with longer ones. And basically the idea is we're putting a second fan on, and this shroud will be somewhere there blowing down towards, I think they said this is going to blow towards the last line of 3D print, isn't it? That's on the I will have to continue recording after.
Yeah.
Where are you going again?
Well, yeah, where are you going now? Hang up.
Alright. Okay, so I'm going to need to put this in a more comfortable position to work with. So I don't know if you're going to be able to get any view of it.
That's right, we got that side one, haven't we?
Well, I'll take it round to this side. Now, what I have done, unfortunately, I will admit I did, when I took these longer screws out, and replaced with the longer ones, I did a little problem. I didn't place them back in place. I think I'll put them in another box. So what I shall do, these are the actual longer screws, but what you're supposed to do is put this screw, this plate and a washer, and that goes all the way back through the original mechanism, if you can find the hole again, which is there. And basically that allows you to have another plate there to put the other fan on. Now, we did find this initially first time round when Dean was the lucky person doing it, or unlucky, whichever you want to look at it. Quite tricky, and it's best to wind your table down. I think you put it right to the bottom, haven't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, to wind your table down to the bottom as far as it go. Because we used the other screwdriver for it to hold it in place. Now, the only thing I can't remember, and I might need a bit of help from you, Dean, was which way the wire went. Can you remember?
No clue. That would be towards the board.
I'm not sure it went face towards the board if they put it away at a weird angle to keep it away from the hot end. But no, it is towards the board that way. Okay. So with the wire going directly towards the board, you do get nuts. You have to push in the 4 holes, and then when you go through the plate and through the fan, you can then go up into the little nut. And that will hold the mechanism in, the new fan. It's quite tricky because if you push too hard, you push the nut back out. Now, we think they'd already worked out they're going to be having this on later on, because on the board there is one more little socket 4 putting in. Now the shroud has only got 2 holes, which obviously go onto the other end of the fan, which has still got the 2 nuts in it, and that will then blow air down across the head, thus cooling down the plastic bit PLA or ABS, depending which one you're using, as extra cooling. Well, that's the extra fan in place, the shower blows through there. All to do now is just to get this cover to go back in place, in the right place, which is the bit I think we had the most trouble with, because it doesn't like playing ball. Although I think I've got away with it, it's gone. It's not very good, that. But that is that screw done up, and it's still got a bit of looseness to it. Again, it was never brilliant, was it? All the extra gump you got in there, but that is definitely in and tight as it'll go. Well, that's it. That's all the parts used. Put back together. Well, obviously ours hasn't got all the bits down at the bottom. I'm just going to have to put the lid back on a bit later. But that's it, really, isn't it? That's all we can say. We are hoping to still get all the parts, working parts, so we need the MCU, the motor drive boards, and all that, gubbins again. And we're also hoping that we do get all the extras for the extra episodes. But the problem we have at the moment is Eaglemoss haven't taken the next lot of money, and they don't seem to be dishing anything out. So we don't know what's going on. We're still trying to contact them to find out. But obviously, if we can't get the bits off them, then we will find a way of rigging this up ourselves using a ramps board. Make a new mount and put a ramps board in the bottom, which we'll show people, and do it that way. I think that's all I can think of. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, that's it.
We'll see you all later.